Welcome to my recovery series. This is series 1, episode 3, and the last in the gadget series. We're going to be focusing on the VYPER 2.0 by Hyperice. Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of my recovery series. So this is the last one of my gadget episodes, and today we're going to be focusing on the vibrating foam roller, mainly focusing on the VYPER 2.0 by Hyperice. So let's get going. Let's talk about the difference between the regular foam roller and the vibrating foam roller. Now, I'm not going to rule this one out. The regular foam roller is brilliant. It's a great bit of kit and I recommend it to everybody. So if you're just a regular fitness enthusiast or an athlete, then I highly recommend getting the regular foam roller. It does the job. It helps with sore muscles. It gets all the blood flowing. It's brilliant. It's light, it's cheap, great. The difference with the vibrating foam roller is it helps you recover quicker. So as well as the compression of the foam roller, you get the vibration, so compression and vibration. This helps with blood flow, circulation, you recover quicker, you build flexibility. It's brilliant. It does the job. It's fantastic, and it's great because you can take it anywhere with you, and it's great for warm-ups, after your workouts, on recovery days. So I highly recommend the vibrating foam roller, but I'm not ruling out this one. Okay, so depending on your budget, both are brilliant. So I'm going to quickly go through the specs and the details and also compare the other brands out there, and then I'm going to show you the different exercises you can do with the foam roller. So we have 3 main brands on the market. We have the Hyperice VYPER 2.0, we have the Pulse Roll, and we have the Theragun Wave Roll. Price difference, £189, £149 with the Wave Roll, and £119 with the Pulse Roll. So yes, this is the most expensive one, but why is it the best one to buy? The power. This has 3 speed settings, Pulse Roll has 4, and Theragun has 5. But this has the most power. That just proves you don't need 5 settings on the vibrating foam roller. 3, high power, perfect, gets the job done. More information, this is TSA approved, it means you can take it on the flight with you. It's £3, which is 1.3 kilos. Also, it's eco-friendly, so they use a foam that is eco-friendly. So let's get going with these exercises. I'm going to explain which parts of the body you're going to roll out and how to do it. Before we begin, make sure that you are in position before you turn on the VYPER 2.0's vibration. We're going to work our way up the body, starting with the calf. So place the foam roller underneath your ankle, lift your hips up high with your hands placed behind you. Slowly and gently start to roll up and down to feel the stretch and the vibration in the calf. Make sure that you're not neglecting the inner and outer parts of your calf, so start to move your hips side to side. This is quite a tender area, so be gentle. To create more resistance, take the opposite foot and place it onto the opposite knee in a figure of 4 position, or you can cross it over onto the opposite ankle. I would spend about 3 to 5 minutes warming up my calf muscles, or a little bit longer if you're cooling down and stretching out. When you're ready, you can start to put the pressure and vibration up to levels 2 and 3 and really get deep into the muscles. We're now making our way up to the hamstring, so place the foam roller underneath the knee and again start to roll up and down. The same applies if you want more resistance, place the opposite foot onto the opposite knee in that figure of 4 position. As we gradually move up the body, we move to the top of the hamstring to your bicep femoris. This travels from underneath the glute all the way down to the outer part of the calf. This is actually quite a common injury in runners, so I would suggest to stay here a little bit longer. It may feel a little bit tender, but just keep going, starting on setting 1 and gradually building up to settings 2 and 3. We then start to move on to the main part of the glutes. As this is a big muscle group, I would suggest perhaps putting it on settings 2 and 3 for more vibration. Bend both knees and keep feet flat on the floor. Let's go on to the outer part of the leg. So this can actually target your piriformis, which is part of your glutes, your hips,
your ITB and the outer part of your thigh. Now this is quite an awkward position, so take the opposite leg, cross it over and lift the other leg so the foot is off the floor. I would suggest resting on your forearm rather than the palm of your hand to take away any pressure off the shoulder. We're now going to start to focus on the back. We'll start with the lower back, so place your feet flat on the floor, bending your knees and place a foam roller just above your bum. I would suggest just holding it for a couple of minutes before you roll. Then when you're ready, lift your chest up, bend your elbows with your forearms down, your hands flat, and just gently move an inch up and down just to get a bit of vibration and to get all the blood flowing and circulation going. This is great for any kind of sciatic nerve pain, but again, I will suggest just holding. We're now going to move to the upper part of the back and the shoulder area. What I like to do is take my arms over the head and grab hold of the forearms to really open up the chest and the shoulders. This way you'll get a deeper stretch. Again, just moving up and down gently with about inch up and down, feet flat on the floor with your knees bent and your bum lifted. Whilst you're in this position, make sure you're squeezing the glutes and bracing your core to really get the benefit out of this stretch. Just like the lower back, you might just want to hold it for a few minutes in one position with the hips drop down and let the vibration really get into that upper back and shoulders. We're now going to turn around and focus on the arms. So here, come onto your knees, tuck your toes under, brace your abs, and here, start with the roller underneath your elbows and gently move up and down. This should really target your biceps and your triceps. We're now going to move on to your final stretch, your quads. This one's my favorite. It gets deep into the muscles. So start on your forearms with your palms flat. Place the roller underneath your knees and start to roll upwards and down with big movements. You can have your legs extended with one foot crossed on top of the other, or you can keep your knees bent with your feet up in the air. Just make sure you are bracing your belly as you roll up and down, keeping those hips off the floor. Well, that's it. That's the end of my gadget series. I hope you found this video beneficial and you now know how to use the foam roller. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Anya GPT, and also the same name over on Instagram, Anya_GPT.